The biggest hurdle was, just it was overwhelming, because I left a solid job at UPS to start this, and I felt like the Lord was calling me to this, and my wife said, I'm going to support you because I believe in you. But, we almost took a half a cut in pay, had kids, 2 brand new kids. Everything was just on me, and it was just, this has got to make it because you don't go back to UPS, your old job. And so it was a lot of hours. I mean, the first couple of weeks, we was putting in over 100 hours a week. I'd go sleep in my truck, try to catch me a cat nap, and then you just needed it to succeed. And the Lord blessed me. But it was a lot of learning, because no one teaches you how to do food costs. No one teaches you how to do par levels for food. And so, you was learning a lot on the fly. And the first couple of years, it was you eat, sleep, and breathe Zaxby's because your family depended on you.
Yeah. Well, it's just like any other entrepreneurial hustle, but you walk into an environment like that as an owner-operator, right?
Yeah.
And you got somewhat of a standard and a playbook, but you're trying to put the pieces together, So getting it started, I know that's a hurdle in and of itself. But then trying to hire people, and in your industry, like you're hiring younger kids and people from all walks of life, and what was that like? Like trying to staff it up and create some kind of culture.
You have your day shift, which is kind of a senior people looking for full-time jobs, and then you have your night shift, who is high schoolers, and that's where your revolving door really is. Once you get established with your day shift, you get a solid core. You'll lose a couple of them here and there, but, we've always treated it as a mission field. We're loving on them. We probably do extra things that, we just want to do as a family because we're a Zaxby's family. You see them more than anything. So we love on them and hire them. And, you hire them 3 or 4 times back because you want to believe in them. And but the hiring was tough, because you want to hire everybody you can, but then you see issues and you see problems. And in the beginning, I felt so bad when I'd had to fire somebody. It's nothing I did, but it was what they did to make them get fired. And I felt bad because I knew I was about to ruin their life, their career. Some of these people wanted this as a full-time job, and they would mess up. And I felt bad for a long time. And then I had to realize, okay, there's nothing I did wrong. It's what they're doing to cause this issue. And but it takes your toll on you because you're affecting people.
I think that's what makes leadership tough. Is one, you love people. I think a lot of times you can start a business and you go into something and it's clear and evident. You love people. I'm a people-loving fool, right?
Yeah.
And I want the best for people. And I spent 30 years of my life where I would work twice as hard for someone to be successful because I didn't know how to lead. And I would make it my responsibility for them to be successful. And I'd want it more than they wanted it for themselves, And that's some of that transfer of belief. And I think that's a big thing, inside of our company. You hire somebody and they come in, and we try to hire people based off of who they are as a person and then skills, right? Now, we're not going to hire somebody that has no skill at the job. That's crazy. But, if we have a bunch of A players come in, we know they got the skill set. We're going to look at them from the person level, right? Who are you? Do you align with us? But I love people so much. And I think the journey of, going from working in a company, being in sales, being a member of a team to leading one, it ain't for the faint of heart.
No.
Because leadership is tough because you got to do the right thing, even when it's unpopular, and even more so when it's uncomfortable. That's a tough thing, and there's no way to learn it other than do it.